talking about the polar vortex. I've had a lot of questions recently about what it is. Polar vortex exists all the time. It sits right over the poles, both the North and South Pole, but it does strengthen in the Northern Hemisphere in the fall and winter. And when we talk about the polar vortex extending its way south, it can mean temperatures drop. Yeah. So let's take a look at the weather system. We have to look high up in the atmosphere to get the full grasp of the polar vortex. Is that big black splotch you see right over parts of Ontario and Quebec. So it means it is cold right now. That air, this is like 30,000 feet up, 18,000 meters. It's now reached down to the surface. We look at our pole and you can see that that black splotch is quite large. It's over parts of northern Canada, parts of Europe, parts of Asia as well. Europe in specific, you can see they've got a bit of a ridge. That black is really far north, so it's not necessarily that cold right now. It can extend further south over portions of Russia, kind of north of our Asian countries. We're seeing that there's a bit of a trough, so some cooler temperatures possible there. Now let's look at the other side of the Earth, right? Because over the South Pole, we would have another vortex as well. And you can see that it's not necessarily as big as it is over the Northern Hemisphere. That's because in the Southern Hemisphere, it's warmer right now, right? Yeah. So it's summer, so we're not seeing the intensity that we have over the north right now.
I like that vortex better.
I like that vortex better as well. What we will see over the next couple of weeks and months, which is awesome, is that polar vortex losing its strength and beginning to retreat back to where we like it, up near where Santa lives, further north.
Is the plural of vortex vortices?
Vortices, yes, the polar vortices, I suppose. Yeah.
I don't remember anybody ever talking about polar vortices when I was growing up.
Okay, well, here's what happened. So the polar vortex is nothing new. It has always existed in the study of meteorology. A couple of years ago, like in 2014, when we first started hearing it in mainstream, a meteorologist was interviewed. They happened to say it during an interview. It sounds really flashy.
And it went viral.
It sounds exciting. It went viral.
It was a viral vortex.
It is nothing new. Yeah. This has been around for a very long time.
But no, I'm glad you said that. I had a question and you gave me an answer. Thank you, meteorologist, for answering my question.
I will always answer.